Hello folks, this is the server with only gizmos, and in today's video we are going to review the LG Optimus 4X HD or the LG P880. This is LG's flagship device, and here you go. So let us start the review with the hardware of the LG P880 or the LG Optimus 4X HD. So now let us take a quick look at the front of the device. As you can see right here at the top, you have the call speaker. Right next to it is the proximity sensor and a 1.3 megapixel front facing camera. Now right below it you have the 4.7 inch True HD IPS display, which sports an impressive resolution of 720 by 1280 pixels, and it has a pixel density of about 312 pixels per inch, that is 312 pixels per inch. Now that's more than decent screen. Right below the screen you have these three capacitive touch buttons. These are ICS based buttons. Now let us take a look at the bottom of the device. Here you have your micro USB port, which would act as also act as the MHL port. Right next to it is the call mic. Now let's take a look at the left hand side of the device. Now you can see here these prism like design centered in between these bezel, and right here is the volume toggle keys, so you can change the volume with these keys. Let me just press them. I'll give you a closer look so that you can see that these are keys here. Taking a look at the right hand side of the device, it's completely blank, but then these prism like structure along with the bezel that makes it look quite classy. Taking a look at the top of the device, you have got this 3.5mm jack for the earphones. Right next to it is the noise cancellation mic, and this is the on off button, which also doubles up as the screen lock button. Now let us move to the back of the device. There's this 8 megapixel camera along with an LED flash. The back has a patterned crossed stripe design, which helps enhance the grip on the back of the device, and there's a speaker right at the bottom on the back. So the LG Optimus 4X HD has a plastic body, although it doesn't feel cheap, and it is certainly pretty light and fits easy in the hand, although one-handed operation on this huge 4.7 inch screen wouldn't be that easy. You would always be required to use two hands. The other thing that we rather people liked about the handset is how good this device looks. A lot of people, as soon as they have seen the device, they have appreciated how it looks pretty sleek and classy. At the same time, it has appealed to a lot of people, which personally I was pretty surprised at, because I did not find it that attractive. But then hey, what appeals to the masses is more important. Now let us move on to the internal specs on this device, and let's start off with the internal memory. There's about 16 GB internal memory, of which only 12 GB is available for the users. The memory is expandable via a micro SD card up to 32 GB. There's 1 GB of RAM, and it possesses a Nvidia Tegra 3 quad-core 1.5 GHz chip. And when you talk about the connectivity options on this device, it has got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, NFC, and as we've already seen, the USB plus MHL port. Now let us talk about this display on the LG Optimus 4X HD. It's a 4.7 inch True HD IPS display, which is a technology borrowed by LG from its smart TV series. Now this display or the screen is vivid and bright enough to read under direct sunlight. We quite loved the blacks and the contrast ratios it offered, though they are not in the same league as the 1X or the S3 displays. The experience, we assume, could have been much better if not for the small gap between the front of the glass and the LCD panel, if you could see it right here. So there seems to be a little bit of gap between this glass and the LCD panel. I'm not really sure if you can see it here, right here at the corner. So there's a small gap. If you could see it here, there's a small gap between the screen and the glass and the LCD display. Now let's talk about the UI on the LG Optimus 4X HD. It has ICS, and which is covered with the LG's UI 3.0 skin. To describe this skin in one sentence, well, LG has finally managed to catch up with the competition. The new UI is unobtrusive, simple, and very similar to the stock ICS, with additions made not to revolutionize the OS, but rather enhance the experience and utility of the software. It offers a tons of customization options that would appeal to a large number of Android fanboys. We loved how the lock screen unlocks anywhere, and also how it allows you to access the apps quickly. So this was one of the examples of how the lock screen unlocks and allows you access to one of the apps that you use a lot from the lock screen itself. Besides, we loved how the app drawer also gives you access to all your apps in one place. Besides, there are also shortcuts for quickly accessing your downloads, and besides there's this widget option which would come in handy, especially when you have a lot of apps on your smartphone. Now besides, let us just quickly take a look at the drop down here. You have this shortcut bar on the top, which allows you to toggle some important settings, and you can keep adding to it with the help of this edit button, and add as many as the important shortcuts that you would require. Besides that, there is this quick memo option as well, which we found very innovative. Now this, as you can see, not only allows you to write here, but then at the same time you can just quickly edit it and just take down notes pretty quickly and share it, and you have a lot of sharing options here. So most of the social integration is in one place for you to quickly share your memo with anyone, or just go ahead and save it for yourself. Besides, let me just quickly take you to the gallery here, just to give you just of how the screen responds. The screen is pretty responsive, and we have spoken about its performance as well earlier. One of the other innovative features here is its video player. Let me just quickly get to that and show you how this functions. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a video. Now you can see all the content of a video pretty quickly without having to stop the video, or disrupting your current video stream, and just take a look at all the content in a particular video. Not only that, there's this slide drawer, and this allows you to quickly preview other videos in your smartphone as well. As you can see here, right here, so there's a quick preview as well. So we liked how the video player also functions. So there are a lot of other such features which helps enhance the user experience on this device, on the LG Optimus 4X HD. There's the LG Smart World as well, which is LG's own app store, which would give you a lot of other important apps. There's LG's Smart Share as well, which would allow you to stream the content on LG's other electronic devices like their smart TVs. So you can get data from the smart TV, or you can feed the movie or video content from the smartphone to the smart TV. So basically we liked how the UI functions on the smartphone, and we believe that it is right up there with HTC's Sense or Samsung's TouchWiz UI. Now let us move on to the 8 megapixel camera on the LG Optimus 4X HD. From our experience, we feel that the camera is a bit of a letdown. The full HD capable 8MP camera on the device is average. It has a decent UI. Let me just quickly give you a glimpse of the UI here. So it has a decent UI, and it will allow you to take images and shoot videos simultaneously. So right now we are in the video mode, and you can just click images here, as you can see. There are a lot of options here for an advanced user who would be comfortable in experimenting with the camera. So basically the UI is pretty good, but the images that we have managed is not that sharp in the autofocus mode, which does not allow you a lot of flexibility. Also, there is no dedicated camera shutter key, which does not help matters either. Fortunately, color reproduction and contrast are good in all lighting conditions, obviously except in the night conditions. The 1080p videos have good image and audio quality, though the color reproduction might look a little faded at times. Additionally, autofocus seems inconsistent, but we sure feel that LG can fix this easily with a software update. Now let us move on to the battery performance on the LG Optimus 4X HD. The LG Optimus 4X HD sports a 2150 mAh battery, and we did not notice any power drainage issues with the device. The device easily lasted a full day with moderate usage, though power users are advised to carry chargers. The battery performance is not great, but it is on par with the 1X or the S3. Now to quickly wrap it up, LG's latest stout and elegant design, and in our books is far the best smartphone to come out of LG's stable. It's currently available at 32,000 rupees in retail shops as per pricepapa.com. As per flipkart.com, it is available for rupees 33,000. We would love for LG to be more aggressive on the pricing front and inch closer to the 30k mark, as well as sort out the issues with the camera. It's then that this device will be truly ready to confidently tackle the S3 and the 1X. This was Tasavvur with Only Gizmos, and that was the quick video review of the LG Optimus 4X HD. Thank you so much.